Hey, I'm time to compound. Let's say you've got $100 sitting in your account. Now, you could blow it on takeout, gadgets, or random stuff. But what if you could turn it into a stepping stone toward financial freedom? Today, I'm going to break down 8 smart ways to invest $100, even if you're a complete beginner. And at the very end, I'll show you exactly how I personally invest my money. Let's get into it. Start with the absolute foundation. Something most beginners ignore: the emergency fund. You can't build wealth if you're constantly pulled backward by unexpected expenses. A broken phone, a surprise medical bill, or sudden job loss. These things can knock you out financially. That's why I keep part of my money in Freedom 24's money market tools. It gives me liquidity, peace of mind, and lets me sleep at night knowing I'm covered. Now let's talk gold. Now, gold has been a store of value for thousands of years, and for good reason. It doesn't fluctuate like stocks, and during times of crisis, investors rush into it. Now, I don't recommend hoarding physical bars in your drawer. Instead, I buy gold ETFs like GLD, using GLD24. It gives me that insurance layer in my portfolio without overcomplicating things. Third, the king of long-term wealth creation: index funds. If you don't want to research individual companies, no problem. Just buy the whole market. The S&P 500 has consistently grown about 7% per year on average, beating most active investors. But instead of only US stocks, I invest globally using ETFs like VUAA through Freedom 24. It tracks companies across the world, from Apple and Samsung to and Tencent. One click, and I own a piece of the global economy. Right. Want real estate without a mortgage or tenants? Enter REITs, real estate investment trusts. They're companies that own commercial buildings, apartments, shopping malls, and they pay dividends regularly. I invest in REIT ETFs on Freedom 24 to generate passive income while also diversifying my portfolio beyond stocks. REITs are great because you get income and exposure to real estate, with zero landlord headaches. Let's talk flipping. This one's less about markets and more about entrepreneurial hustle. Go to garage sales, thrift stores, or online marketplaces. Look for undervalued items and flip them for a profit. Books, electronics, vintage clothes, even furniture. With $100 and the right mindset, you can double or triple your money in a weekend. It's not passive, but it teaches business, negotiation, and value. Okay, let's step into the world of individual stocks. This is where many beginners get excited and also get burned. Stock picking gives you full control, but also demands research, patience, and emotional discipline. I use Freedom 24 to access quality companies, but only after checking their balance sheets, long-term trends, and risk factors. If you're serious about investing, this can be rewarding, but if you're guessing, it's gambling. It's time to address the elephant in the room: cryptocurrency. Look, I get it. The gains can be insane, but so can the losses. I personally avoid direct crypto investing because I don't want to deal with the emotional roller coaster and unregulated chaos. Instead, I invest in blockchain-focused ETFs through Freedom 24. They track companies building the crypto infrastructure. That way I get some upside, without betting everything on coin flips. And finally, the worst option of all: the lottery, or gambling in general. If your investment strategy includes scratch cards or slot machines, I have bad news. That's not wealth building. The odds are designed against you. There's no compounding here. There's just disappointment. So how do I invest my money? I keep 99% of my portfolio in VUA, the Vanguard FTSE All World U CITS ETF. It gives me exposure to over 3,500 companies across every major industry and region. From big tech in the US, to energy firms in Europe, to emerging markets in Asia. It's cheap, globally diversified, and allows me to grow wealth without babysitting my investments. The other 1%? That's my learning money. I use it to explore, experiment, and test new ideas, but I never risk the core, because boring works. And in investing, boring gets rich. So if you've got $100 and you're wondering what to do with it, start where you are, use what you have, and build smart habits. It's not about finding the next big thing. It's about staying consistent, staying educated, and thinking long-term. It's time to compound.